Do I stand up or do I stand? Okay. I, Sarah Hawkins, am here for you all. I am here to make our community better for this classroom and everyone's opinions. And I want to voice your reasons, and I want to make your lives better than they already are now.
I personally believe that as long as we take in more people's opinions on things, even people who we might not find desirable, I feel like everybody's opinion is consequential. And I also believe that in order to really make our country a better place to live, we have to get along with the people who want to be here.
I'm Larsen Wilkie. I'm running for president. I believe that I'm a very sincere guy. I believe everyone has their own voice, and I take in consideration for everything that everyone believes in. And I base my option or my choices off of, you know, what I can do best and what will benefit the most people.
Question. Does it matter if you're a Democrat? Can you ask?
Just ask a question.
Oh.
Stand up.
Oh, I gotta stand up. All right. What is your view on immigration? How do you plan to fix our border?
Is that for everybody?
It's just, yeah, it's for everyone.
Good. Go Larsen and then go to the other side.
So I think that we'll have, what we have right now is we have immigrants that are coming to America. They try to get their green card so they can properly pay taxes and be a member of the United States. I think as long as someone is benefiting and having a job, not doing illegal things in our country, paying taxes, and helping the economy through through working and buying and being a citizen, I think it's all right for someone to live here, as long as they are following those strict rules. And I think we should have a system of government to keep control of all that.
My stance on that is you can live here, we're fine with you living here. You just have to follow the rules and you have to pay taxes. You can't have other people give you things. So my stance is come out, say, all right, you're not from here, you came over, you're an immigrant. Well, from there, we will take you back and then you can come back in the right way. You can come in, pay taxes, not come in, have a child, and then you're set, you get the food stamps and everything. Just come out and say, okay, like I want to become a citizen the right way.
I personally believe that the system that we have right now is obviously broken. And I think that what we have to do is have them here, because they're going to be here. It's going to be a hassle to take them and their possible families back to Mexico and deport them. It's going to be a huge process, and it's going to be heartbreaking. I personally believe that what we should do is we should make it to where those people who are in this country, those illegal immigrants, are here. They pay a fine while they live here, but their name is sent to the back of the line for getting citizenship. And as they pay the fine, they have a job and they pay taxes and they live here. And I believe that would work a lot better than just deporting them.
Next question.
Well, they deport them because they don't pay taxes and stuff like that.
But how do you know that? How is that proven?
Because they don't have green cards. They can't pay taxes.
You don't need green cards to pay taxes.
Yeah.
The audience
You need a
doesn't
green card to have a
participate
job.
in the debate. Let's have another question, please. Starting with Josh, going to the other side, what will you do with taxes?
Okay. I personally believe that a lot of things in our country, a lot of the problems that we have are a lot because of the fact that taxes are sometimes too high. But I personally believe that when Bush lowered the taxes, the unemployment rate was actually at a steady pace. And of course, when taxes were raised, with President Obama coming in, they skyrocketed. It was insane. So I believe that with our taxes being lowered, it will not only encourage people to produce more, but also make it easier for places to employ people. So I think that our taxes should be lowered.
Then give me a number.
A number? At the end of the Bush year, the unemployment rate was 5.0, and that was because taxes were at about, I'm not exactly sure what rate. I think it was about 70%.
70% taxed?
Yeah.
On like what issues? Like
Income tax.
okay.
Okay. I agree with Josh on that. I do agree with lowering the taxes, but it's not lowering the taxes for certain classes and different groups. It's lowering the taxes altogether. The rich will pay. Everything will be lowered the same. Everyone will pay the same, and all that.
I believe.
Question on that: if everybody's paying the same rate, you are raising taxes on the poor people. What do you care about that? Do you care that or no?
I feel like it should be the same overall.
I believe that there should be a flat tax among all people who have a job. If you're making the income of $35,000 a year or less, you should have tax reduction so you can buy a home and live a life off $35,000 a year, because it's very, very hard. And we all did that project, and we all know it's very, very hard to live on that little amount of money.
So follow up: are you doing a flat tax or are you adding 2 or 3 tax levels?
Flat tax.
But there is something for lower income people who they don't pay that.
So if you make $35,000 or less, you can have tax breaks.
Go ahead, Phil.
So my question is for Sarah. You say you're all about listening to everyone's voices. So why, in your presidential ad, why would you cover up innocent people's voices and change them to manipulate them to help out your cause?
Well, I mean, what were they? They were just shaking hands. I mean, they weren't voicing their opinions at all.
Well, I mean, there was a guy who needed help, and he just was enlightened by Larsen. You just completely disregarded that.
Larsen
and
wasn't
changed-
in the picture though. It was just you. Larsen was not there to help you. I'm sorry.
He was right next to him. That's what you said. That's what you said in the ad, at least.
Okay, next question. Go ahead.
If elected president, what's all you guys going to do about ISIS?
Good. We will start with Larsen first and then go that way.
I don't believe we should fully invade the country. I think we should constantly monitor their actions, and we should have special SEAL groups go in and take care of identified ISIS leaders or ISIS members. But I don't think we should do bombing until they have threatened American soil. And ISIS also attacks many countries. It's not just America that they're going after. Why are you guys laughing so hard?
Guys, if you want to leave, that's fine. Go ahead. This is difficult to do, Sarah.
Oh, were you not done?
Oh wait, yeah, I'll just.
Please.
Okay. I am totally for increasing our military and all that. We should not invade because they haven't done anything to America fully. They have done things to other countries like France and all that. In America, the original fathers, their sole purpose was to stay with America, protect America. So I don't think we should be putting our nose in other people's business. I mean, they are our allies, but we're America. This is our country, and we will protect ourselves.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I think when it comes to issues like this, I mean, yes, our founding fathers wanted us to stay within our own borders, but I believe that a lot has changed since then. Our enemies have become stronger. Enemies have been able. I mean, I don't know about back then, but nowadays you can send a missile across the planet and not even be there. I think that we should help other countries. They might not be attacking us, but they're attacking our way of life. They're attacking our allies who count on us, and we're not butting into their business. They want our help, and they need our help.
But how would you do that without killing innocent people?
What do you mean? We're attacking the people who are doing this to our allies. I'm not saying we should do a full-scale invasion on a country. What I'm saying is that we should help out those countries. If they have intelligence on it, then we should act. We
Okay,
shouldn't.
Sam, your question.
What do you plan on doing with the sanctions that we currently have against Russia, and do you plan on putting sanctions against Saudi Arabia?
Start with Josh first and then go ahead.
I believe that yes, we should put sanctions on Saudi Arabia because I believe that they are our actual enemies. I don't believe that it's Afghanistan, it's not Iraq, it's not Iran, it's Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is where Osama bin Laden came from. It's where he got all his training. They're our enemies.
I would agree that we do need to make an act on Saudi Arabia. Russia. I mean, the Cold War and all that, there's tension between us, but there's also tension with Saudi Arabia, even more so. Our enemies are coming from Saudi Arabia. They are the ones planning and attacking all these other countries, and frankly, they might be planning to attack us. They are enemies.
I don't know if we should put sanctions on them. I think we should definitely have people there monitoring terrorism and the people that come from Saudi Arabia, but going against the entire country, it's not like, so the problem with Russia is that their leader, the Russian leader, the whole country had a problem with the United States. Saudi Arabia is just small groups like ISIS and terrorist groups that have gone to other European countries and America and have done stuff like that. So I don't think we should sanction the whole country, but maybe just raise awareness on terrorism and that.
So you'd rather put American soldiers in danger by sending them over there?
I'm not sending anyone.
Not you.
Okay, next question. So we've got, I'm sorry, Elliot's the next question.
So this is to Sarah. So with women being the main, I guess, voters for abortion, and with you being a woman, what are your thoughts on abortion? And if you're president, what would you do about it?
My thoughts personally, I am pro-choice. I don't think abortion, it's the woman's choice. I mean, if you have to think about in scenarios, if a child is underage or even not ready to have a child, or if it's a rape victim, you don't want to have that child. I mean, I'm 100% pro-choice. I am not against abortion. I'm pro-choice.
Okay, Josh?
Oh, I thought it was just for Sarah. I am also.
Oh, it is just for Sarah?
Yeah,
that's fine. Next question. Only if it's a real question. If it's going to be the other stuff, I'm not going to name it out.
So what are your views on Syrian refugees? Do you want to close off borders? Because maybe they want to start a new life in America where they can make it better. That's for everyone.
I would like everybody to participate. The phone's away, talking, and the...
I mean, we don't know if the Syrian refugees are undercover. They could be terrorists for all we know. I believe we should cut off those borders until we actually know that the people wanting to come in are innocent people who are hurt and are not safe over there. I believe shutting off those ties until the ISIS threat is taken care of.
I believe that there are extremists from all walks of life. I don't think that we should just single out one people for it. I believe that if we do that sort of thing, then what's to stop us from saying, because there's already a problem with illegal immigration coming from south of the border, but we can't just automatically assume that they're going to be terrorists. I believe that we should not completely open our borders, but open them, make it possible for them to be citizens if they want to, because they want to start a new life. Because where they're coming from is awful.
I believe they should be allowed to be citizens in America, but there should be background checks since they're coming from Middle East and where that's most of our terrorism is coming from.
Go ahead, man.
What's your guys' stance on gun control?
Start with Sarah, then go Washington.
I believe in the right to bear arms. Just because of certain instances where people who have had these guns are making it bad for the other people, I don't think there should be any stricter laws. I mean, I do believe in background checks. The ones that we have already, we don't need stricter background checks, maybe on certain guns, like the high class guns, or stricter background checks on those.
So it will be for each one of you, if there is no restrictions, what guns are we allowed to have? Can we have tanks, bazookas? Where are we at? Or what would it be, if any? And that's okay, but each person, when you answer that question.
I think there should be a 5-day waiting period, because in 9 days I can go to a gun store and for $900 I can buy an AR-10 that shoots .223, and I could come to school and I could kill every single one of you. So if that doesn't scare the shit out of you, then I don't know what will. And I think that you should have a 5-day waiting period where they can do thorough background checks on a person.
I believe in increased gun control. I mean, I do believe in the right to bear arms, but that